morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this from. Got an interesting topic for you today. So I was thinking about this because I'm sitting there and I'm like, well, obviously a thing is only worth what someone else will pay for it. That's one of my lines. I say it all the time. You're going to hear it. But why exactly does a price move on anything? Because it could be any of 1,000 reasons. It could be anything in the world. And so I think the beauty of the weird investing environment we've had in the past a year, probably past year, has been people are starting to realize nothing's actually worth anything. That's a good realization. That's really good, because if people can understand that, now we can stop insanely putting money into things that aren't pushing anyone forward. So what I'm going to talk about is the importance of earnings for a company, because it's often overlooked now. It used to be one of the biggest things that, like, all the day trading communities were like, earnings winners, blah, 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 blah. And so if it wins this, it has to do that. And it was basically a signal that said, well, this is a predictor of what the price is going to do. It's really overlooked now. Now it's all about volume, what everything else is doing, and what someone on a video tells you to do, right? So earnings are really important because they're a proof and validation of a given price. But they're also not all-knowing. That's the danger of these things, is we live in a world where, look, there's a literal virtual coin with a meme dog's face on it. And it has gone up to almost $1 in price. People are almost willing to exchange their dollar, which is used everywhere. You can walk up to a store and say, I have $20, I want this, and you'll get a good back. You can't do that with this other thing. People are buying it because they think it's going to go up. So when I turn to something like earnings, I say, well, it's validation that a company is worth becoming a shareholder in. Now, of course, there's outliers. We got Tesla, Amazon, and I got to throw Bitcoin in there because it's something that it doesn't produce. There's no earnings involved, and yet people continue to invest in it constantly. So companies like Tesla and Amazon, Apple, people for the longest time, forever, as long as I can remember, have said, these are overpriced. Why are we doing this? But people keep paying for it, and those companies basically run your life. Maybe Tesla doesn't. Tesla produces a lot of competition that pushes people forward, which I think is really important. But either way, so factors like earnings are really nice to pay attention to. If you're new to this world, just watch them and say, hey, this is an indicator that says they're making money. Like they're taking the money that you've invested in there, and they're creating new value with that, which I think is really important. So with that being said, next time you're listening to someone on the internet who's hopefully not me tell you what to do with your money about a company and say that this company is the next one that's going to the moon and any of that, take a look to see if they're even making money first. Because if they're not, that might tell you something. Either way, I'll see you next time.